It's gonna be a berserker.
Tick tock, right? Get them in the goddamn oven.
Out of the blue, in the middle of the night, I get this phone call from Alex, freaking out.
He's passed out when I found him.
Something's gotta be done.
I had to check to see if he was breathing.
Fuck! I really think, give him a few years, it'll mellow out. We need to figure out what.
My dear friend, I'm not the
years.
person to give him a few years. I'm not his mother or his father.
This is your time to shine. You're gonna be just fine. It's your time, and I look how far you come. Open your eyes. This is your time tonight. It turned out all right. You don't have to fight tonight. Look how far you come. Open your eyes. Look how far you come. Open your eyes.
Previously on Chef School.
It's a great pleasure to welcome Guy Rubino, executive chef of Rain.
Guy Rubino is my hero.
This was a really, really tough decision. We all agreed upon Matt and Andrew.
Excuse me? What?
No, sorry.
So, gentlemen, I will look forward to seeing you spending a day in my kitchen.
The term stage is an apprenticeship or a period of learning.
I've just met Matt in Toronto. We've got a stage today at Guy Rubino's Rain.
They're given the usual menial tasks that happen in restaurant kitchens.
I would give my left arm to do what they get to do.
We want them to understand the kind of intensity of work and the reality of restaurants and restaurant kitchens in particular.
If I had to pick one person out of the class, it probably wouldn't have been Andrew to do this with.
Andrew, he doesn't have much experience in kitchens, so he really can't cook.
He's fucked.
It's gonna be a berserker.
Hi, guys.
How are you, chef?
Hey,
Fine, thanks. How are you?
good, thanks.
We're all suited up, ready to go?
Good to go.
What I would like to see today is you guys on the loose, on your own.
Okay.
Right? So, you're gonna cook staff meal for our kitchen.
It's not what I expected preparing a staff meal here.
This is kind of a bit of a shock for me.
I have these whole chickens here for you.
Okay.
You have complete reign of anything you want in the walk-in. Pantry's downstairs. You saw it when you got changed. And go to town.
I think we're screwed. This is going to be embarrassing. Okay.
All I ask is that you have 1 hour.
I'm confused. I'm overwhelmed by everything here.
Keep in mind, this is an Asian restaurant, so you're obviously going to have to think in an Asian manner, which shouldn't be too difficult.
I don't really know a lot about Asian ingredients or Asian cooking. I mean, I'm from a redneck small town in Ontario.
All right.
Thank you, chef.
Good luck.
All right. So, how do you want to do this?
Wash my hands first. I've been to a couple Asian restaurants when I was a kid in Toronto with my parents, but I really have no background in that at all.
So, in terms of spices, what do we want to do with these guys?
Whatever.
Something Asian.
Something Asian. What's an Asian like? I've got a vague idea of something sort of spicy, coconutty.
He's asking me, are these spices okay? Do you want to use these?
It's already been 20 minutes, and it should be in the oven by now, or at least on a grill. I don't care what, searing, something, cooking, period. What I would do right now is get a rub on your chickens.
And get them in the oven.
Get them in the oven, then start planning what else you're going to do, because that's going to take the longest to cook, right?
My biggest hope right now is just that we can get the food done and nobody is sick from it.
What about some,
For the rub.
basic seasoning, salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper, well, it's all right back here in the corner. You've got any peppercorn that you could possibly imagine. We've got sea salt, we've got coarse salt, we've got kosher salt, we've got vinegar salt, we've got black Hawaiian salt.
I guess we should have kind of discussed what we were going to do rather than just the two of us sitting there with spices and herbs.
Tick tock, right? Get them in the goddamn oven. Okay, so enough, okay?
Throw them in here.
Whatever, just get cooking, okay? Get cooking.
Yes, sure.
Here,
Okay.
pour some of that on top of them. Just dump the whole thing right in here. Just pick the whole thing up and dump it in. Not like pick the whole tray up.
It's not that I'm impressed or not impressed, I'm not surprised. You don't learn that sense of urgency until you're actually in it.
There you go.
Part of me wants to just, you know, find somewhere to curl up and hide.
What do you think, 425?
Your birds aren't going to be ready.
Guy's right, the chickens are not going to be cooked.
So I've got Greg, I pulled them out of the oven.
Okay.
We're gonna get them on the grill, it's gonna cook a little faster.
Okay. So that point was like the ultimate downer.
So I just want to explain something to you so you don't walk away feeling upset or feeling that you screwed up or whatever.
I mean, I don't think he was asking too much.
First of all, when you have a task in front of you and you're only given a time constraint, you have to think of the fastest way that you have to complete that job.
Being thrown in to that situation is what you expect as a chef.
By keeping those chickens only cut in half, it's not going to cook in an hour, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's what I wanted you guys to learn about this business and everything else. It's not just about the cooking and the chopping. It's about time management. It's about thinking on your feet. It's about being prepared for anything and anyone to throw a card at you that might not be the most pleasant card in your book.
Exactly. Be prepared for the unprepared.
You cool with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, chef.
I leave for the weekend and I get a call saying that Alex went on a crazy, drunken binge of some sort.
Out of the blue, in the middle of the night, I get this phone call from Alex, freaking out because he doesn't know where he is.
He was really drunk. He's been getting drunk like that fairly often now.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't understand.
He was passed out when I found him in his underwear in his room. I had to check to see if he was breathing.
But I'm surprised nobody called the police.
I wanted to have this meeting because our illustrious roommate Alex lost it and went bonkers and decided he wanted to go upstairs into the attic and broke the door with his bare hands and feet. There is glass and pieces of splintered wood all over the floor in front of my room. I've been thinking about this since, well, all day, about whether we should give him another chance or whether I should talk to him. I want to kick him out. I'm hoping that they'll agree.
I don't know what to think about this whole situation involving Alex, the Avery house, his roommates.
Danielle was in tears. Joyce was afraid to sleep in the house.
Like, honestly, that's so... You can take me as negligent, disrespectful, but, like, shut up and get on with your day.
It was insane. Like, there was glass and broken bits of the door to the stairs.
I'm sorry, unless you cut your toe on the glass, like, I don't care.
I don't understand how someone did that with their bare hands.
Like, go piss your pants because one of your roommates broke the door and you're going to chef school? Like, get a life.
Well, I know that next time he drinks, which could be tonight, could be tomorrow, the potential is there for him to do the exact same thing, and he's not gonna feel bad about it.
It'd be different if he decided to go to AA or say, like, I'm gonna make a conscious choice to stop drinking. Something like that, but he didn't really feel any remorse.
Well, it was fucking scary. I mean, I came home and I went up and I was like, and this dresser was like flat on the ground, the fucking doors kicked in, wood everywhere. I didn't even know about the glass inside the thing. And when I came back downstairs, there was like blood on the wall. It's gonna happen again, and he's not gonna care.
Something's gotta be done.
Either he goes or I go. It's that simple.
I mean, I just don't want to turn my back. I know I'm apologizing here for him, but I really think give him a few years, it'll mellow out. We need to figure out what.
My dear friend,
don't have a few
I'm
years.
not the person to give him a few years. I'm not his mother or his father.
Would you consider switching with him?
Would I consider switching with him?
That's not fair to you. You're enjoying your time in the coach house. You get to watch South Park.
I get to watch South Park.
And you have your baths.
I have my baths. Alex's room, I hope, has a bath.
It does, a nice one.
It does? It has a nice bath?
Well, my vote is for gone.
Yeah, I think he should be out right away. He fucked up. He
That's
fucked up
why.
pretty
I'm
bad.
trying to find something that doesn't kick Alex out.
Why not just get rid of him altogether? Just get rid of the difficulty.
I don't see why anyone should give someone like Alex another chance.
I mean, I think Alex is a really smart kid. I think he's got a lot of talent. And so I just don't want to see all of that get wasted. If it's my choice here, I'd rather move Alex into my coach house than kick him out.
Andrew really wants to do this?
What are the conditions then that we'd have if we agree that he's going to move to the carriage house? He doesn't come in here. He comes here only to cook if he's got permission. And what? He doesn't drink?
As long as it gets him out of the house, fine.
You know what? If that's the line in the sand we draw, would you be willing to compromise on that?
I can agree with that.
I myself would never do what Andrew has done. So you're going to talk to him about this?
Yeah.
Carriage house it is. So we go off to class. So we have to pretend that we're Oakley Dokley and, you know, be partners and bring team spirit and blah, blah, blah.
Good morning, group.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's tense.
Andrew has not yet actually approached Alex about switching rooms, having Alex move out of the house and into the back house.
I've asked them for at least a day before I talk to Alex.
And I wish he would just get it over with.
This week, we will be looking at a new cooking method, and for this week, it will be roasting.
Roasting
The distinctive feature of this form of cooking by concentration
is that the internal juices are preserved.
Cooking by concentration works by means of transmission
and not, as in the case of boiling, by means of insinuation.
So I'm going to demo now the quail. The legs we're going to remove.
We all have a lot to say to each other.
I want a bit of stuffing, mushrooms.
And it doesn't involve school.
The idea is to try and stuff as much without overstuffing, so close to the wings.
I haven't really talked to Alex about anything.
Okay, and then sealing it nice and hot, and then into an oven really briefly.
There's this conflict between keeping your own personal life out of the kitchen. I mean, Chef Steele even told us, check it at the door when you come in the kitchen, you know, you're a chef. Maybe I'm not as good about checking things at the door. I can't help but think about these things in my head.
One more minute, and then I'm gonna seal the top part of the breast where they're attached.
I'm not really able to concentrate. Like, I live down the hall from this maniac.
So here we have our stuffed quail with chipotle jus. I run the school the same way I would run my kitchen during the year. All right, now it's time to begin. Once they come inside that door, the expectations are the same. It's always very professional, it's very down to business, and that's it. So, for today's class, we're gonna have 2 groups of 3. First group of 3 today, Kelsey, Mike, and Danielle.
Chef is reading out the partners.
And I'm thinking the one person Alex probably doesn't want to be with is Ben.
Andrew, Ali, and Tim.
And he's going down the list, and I'm going, don't let it be Alex, don't let it be Alex, don't let it be Alex.
And that leaves 2 more groups of 2.
And for a second, I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? What happens outside the kitchen stays outside the kitchen.
Matt and Dave.
And Chef says.
And Alex and Ben.
And I go, fuck! Oh!
How do you feel about being partnered up with me?
Great, actually. I want to get a chance to work with everybody.
Yeah?
I was more worried about what you were saying, thinking about me.
Thinking about you?
Yeah.
What happens outside the kitchen stays outside the kitchen.
I think today, Alex is so embarrassed, it's making him a little docile, so he'll be easy to control today.
Just cut down.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, it's kind of cool to be working with you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I've
been waiting for this all year.
It's like, all right, Matt, quail, cool class.
Cutting from the top down like a tent shape.
It's surprising. Ben's very professional. I'm actually quite taken at how well they seem to be working together.
And then just run your hands along the top ridge.
Oh, okay.
Alex needs constant supervision, but you ask him what to do, and he'll do it, and he'll do it well. He's a great cook.
That's good.
Yeah.
He just does not have the attention span to do anything for any length of time.
So we make this quail. I got it all full and trussed and roasted perfectly.
Should I crank this on now?
Yeah, but be careful with that last second, Dave.
Man,
I actually did this beautiful job of it.
Oh, we still have you got the keel bone right there in the center. I can see it.
Just this tiny little thing, like maybe a half a centimeter long.
How would your customer feel if they got that?
Not so
They
happy.
were not so happy, huh?
Give me a break.
You got good body in yours. Maybe almost a little too much, huh?
Yeah. Mentally, it's not business as usual for any of us, I don't think. But we can't really let Chef see that we're distracted that way, because that's so unprofessional.
Good job, by the way, I have to say. Thank you very much. It worked out.
All right, Ben.
We'll find our
Alex,
grooves.
Can you please present the dish to the class?
You know, this whole situation makes me so angry.
Okay, we have barley chipotle stuffing and roasted quail.
Because I do not like being angry at a person for who they are.
The sauce is excellent.
That's Alex. And I don't think we'll ever change that.
It's been a rough few days with Alex. The pressure kept building, and something broke with him, you know.
Eleanor came to me before class, and she was like, me and Jim like to have a word with you afterwards. Yeah, I was surprised a little that they wanted to talk to me, but, you know, it's their school, so they might, I mean, maybe they want to just see what's going on inside my head. Eleanor came to me before class, and she was like, me and Jim like to have a word with you afterwards. Maybe it'd be good to talk to them, at least for, you know. So at least, you know, see who I'm letting down in the future, or who I disappoint.
He's young, he's 21 years of age, and I suspect with him that things tend to build to a point where he just kind of blows.
They had some good insight, and they suggested to me with the amount of alcohol I consumed in that night, that's probably pretty serious, and I might want to get some help.
We encouraged him to talk to a counselor and to maybe get some advice and some help.
To everybody else, it seems like very, very serious, and now I'm starting to open my eyes to that.
It's also part of maturation. Gaining control and gaining responsibility, taking responsibility for himself.
So, Alex, did you talk to Jim and Eleanor today?
Yeah, they gave me some good advice, you know, as regarding to myself and the incident over the weekend.
Yeah.
Really?
He did quite a number on that door, eh?
Yeah.
He's a sociopath. He knows it's wrong, but he just doesn't care.
It's when you drink, to be honest, you get a little, you get seriously fucked up. I mean,
the thing that he needs to do is hit his absolute bottom. Something has to happen to the person.
Anyway, the bottom line here is that we talked over.
Yeah.
Some people wanted you gone altogether, had just grown tired of your shit. We talked it over, and I offered that you move into this place here, and then I'll take your apartment there.
Everybody's got to hit rock bottom sometime, and people keep making excuses for him.
I'm hoping this will be the kick in the pants that does it.
And he keeps getting away with shit. Like, what the hell is his rock bottom? Good God.
My mom would vouch for me right now if you asked her what kind of drunk is he, she'd be like the happiest kind. But since I've nothing really levels me out anymore. I've just been, you know, just drinking straight rye is apparently turns me into a nasty person. I know I should not drink at this point.
So would you be willing to stop while you're at chef school? Would that be cool?
Yes, okay, I can agree to that.
You do realize, like, if shit goes badly again, you're gonna have to leave here, eh?
Right.
Do you know where you'd go, like, if this didn't work out?
No, but I manage. I mean, like, you know, I hadn't really thought about it at all. I have no idea.
So yeah, if you want to get started, then you can get moved in right away.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck! Next time on Chef School.
With hair in a professional situation, as you know, it just has to look neat and tidy.
I'm not gonna change my hair. I think I need a haircut.
Oh, wow. It was a fuck up on both of our parts. It's not like I'm 100% to blame.
I think it's what you might call student sabotage.
I am insanely angry.
Whatever, I don't really care.
There's been